Okay, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am so excited because I have a lot of high-end makeup dupes. I was sitting here yesterday just thinking like, what should I film tomorrow? And I was looking through all my makeup, so I did find a whole lot of products that have dupes that are drugstore products. And I'm so excited to share them with you guys. I do have a lot of them in front of me, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first two I have are for the brows, and this right here is the ABH Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate, and I do have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. I mean, just looking at them, you guys, they are very similar. These shades aren't exactly the same. The chocolate one's a little bit lighter for the ABH, whereas the Espresso is a little bit more, I can describe it more brown if I do say so myself, but these two are very similar. I've been using ABH for so long, and I really do go through eyebrow products like really fast. So I was like, let me go ahead and try the next one, and guess what? They're exactly the same products. They feel the exact same, they apply the same, so you're gonna save a whole lot of money. The next one does go for half the price of ABH, so you do get 2 for 1. Okay, so the next two are concealers, and this one right here is a Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Deep, and this is the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa. I don't know if they're exactly the same shade, you guys, but they feel the exact same when it comes to consistency. They're thick and very full coverage, but they also blend out really easily underneath the eyes, and they look so flawless, you guys. Like the Wet n Wild one, I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and I finally decided to pick it up a few months ago, and it's so good. It's exactly the same like the Tarte Shape Tape. I still use a Tarte Shape Tape every single day, but if you're looking for a good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, because I know it's a little bit pricey, go ahead and pick this one up. Alright, so the next two are foundations, and I do have the black Opal foundation, the stick foundation in the shade Hazelnut, and this one right here is the ABH stick foundation in the shade Truffle. My shade is not Truffle, you guys. It's a little bit too dark. I did buy it online, so yeah, you guys already know how that is. And the one Hazelnut right here is a little bit too orange for me, so I don't actually wear these two. But if I was to get my right shade, you guys, this one right here, they're the exact same dupe. They're both creamy, they're both very affordable if I do say so myself. $25 for a stick foundation that's high end, that is pretty affordable. And this one right here I think goes for around $10 or $12, I can't remember, but they're both very creamy. They blend out beautifully on the skin. They look flawless on the skin also, you guys. I really do love these two. But yeah, I just need to go ahead and get my right shade because that's a struggle right now. I can't find my right shade at all. Okay, so the next two are face powders, and I do have the Clinique Stay Matte Sheer Press Powder in the shade Stay Brandy. This one right here, if you look up the reviews online, you guys, I hear so many good things about it, which is the reason why I picked it up. I really do love this, you guys. You can tell by the hole in it. I use it all the time. But a good dupe for it that I found for drugstore is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade Mocha. This is my favorite powder in the whole entire world, you guys. I am obsessed with it. I love how it makes my skin look. It's so smooth. It covers all my pores. I don't know what they put in here, but I'm obsessed with it. But if you can't get this one, you guys, definitely go ahead and pick the Maybelline one up. Okay, so the next three are loose powders, and the high-end version I do have for you guys is the Mercier powder in the shade Medium to Deep. If you guys don't know about this powder, this is a powder that started my whole channel. As soon as I did a review on this, you guys, my channel just kind of took off, and so every time I look at this, I just have really good memories. And so I really do love this powder, you guys. I know it's $42. I can't remember the price of it, but it's pretty expensive. So the dupe that I found for drugstore is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Deep. You guys already know about this. I did a review of this on my channel, but this powder is not the exact shade as the Medium to Deep for the Mercier. But for loose powders, you guys, it's really hard to find any of them in the drugstore. So this one right here is the closest one I've found. And the other dupe I found was the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in the shade Dark. When it comes to shade match, you guys, I will say this, it comes really close to the Mercier powder. Like, they're almost similar. Just looking at them, they're really similar. But the drugstore powders are my absolute favorite, you guys. I really do love this. Okay, so moving on to contour palettes, I have these two right here. This is the ABH contour palette in the shade Deep, and this is the NYX contour palette in the shade Deep also. But let me open this up for you guys and just let me show you guys what they look like. Now, looking at these two, you guys, you cannot tell me they're not the exact same dupes. I mean, the shades look very similar. Everything just looks really similar. So I just noticed that yesterday for some reason. But you can tell that I really do love the orange correctors in this palette. They're so beautiful, and they're not too orange, which is what I love about them. But if you're looking for a good dupe for the ABH contour palette, go ahead and pick the next one up. But I did find this one in TJ Maxx for around $20. You guys know the original price of this is $40, I think. But yeah, for $20 it's a really good price, and it's a steal. But the next one also is really good, you guys. Like, I do love these two. Okay, so the next two I'm really excited about, you guys, because I do think these are very similar. This is the MAC Raizin Blush right here, and this is what it looks like. This is like a cult favorite. Everyone already knows about this. And the dupe that I do have is the Shea Mercier Blush in the shade Sand. And look at them. Tell me they don't look similar. I think they do. They look very similar, and they look so pretty on the skin, you guys. I know the MAC blushes go for $24, and the Shea Moisture one, I can't remember how much I bought it for. I do think it was around $10 or $11 or $12, but this is half the price of the MAC one. So if you pick this one up, you're definitely gonna save a whole lot of money. Okay, so the next two are highlighters, and I do have the Makeup Forever highlighter in the shade Pro Light Fusion 2, and then I have the Maybelline Molten Gold highlighter right here. But just looking at them, you guys, they look so similar. I will say the Maybelline one is a little bit more gold, whereas this one here is a little bit less gold. But on the skin, you guys, they look the exact same. I can't even tell the difference between the two. But yeah, the Maybelline one, I will say, is a little bit chunkier compared to the Makeup Forever one. The Makeup Forever one feels really smooth when I swatch it, whereas this one feels a little bit chunky and glittery. But either way, this is $10, whereas this one is $42. So go ahead and do the math, but I really do recommend the Maybelline one. Okay, so the next two I do have for you guys are liquid lipsticks, and I do have the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Chocolate Wasted. I really do love this, you guys. It's such a deep, rich chocolate brown color on the lips. Some chocolate colors that you do buy look a little bit red or not as dark, but this one right here, you guys, is super dark. And the dupe that I did find was the Colourpop liquid lipstick in the shade Limbo. These look the exact same swatch, but I will say the Limbo one on the lips looks a little bit more red, whereas this is like a true brown chocolate liquid lipstick. But for $6, you guys, I mean, you cannot beat the price. But Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, you guys, I will say they're my favorite formula at the moment. They're so creamy on the lips, very comfortable. I know people say the Colourpop liquid lipsticks are a little bit drying, but I don't mind it at all. So if you do not like drying, the feeling of drying on your lips, does that make sense? The feeling of dry liquid lipsticks, go ahead and put a chapstick underneath this, and I think you'll be fine. Okay, so last but not least are setting sprays, and I do have the Urban Decay All Night Makeup setting spray, and this one right here, you guys, is one of my favorites. It really does lock in your makeup. It helps you look flawless all night. It kind of also helps with oil controlling too. It basically does every single thing, so I really do love this. And the dupe that I found was the Milani Make It Last setting spray. For a drugstore, you guys, this is like one of the best setting sprays I've ever tried. They both claim to make your makeup last 16 hours, you guys, so that's what made me think like, hey, maybe they're kind of like a dupe, you know? But these two are really good. I do love the Milani one, you guys. You just have to be careful with this. Like, hold it back a few inches and then spray your face, because this will spritz you really crazy. But yeah, these two are my favorite, you guys. I really do love them. Okay, so those are all the dupes I do have for you guys. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun filming this, you guys. Let me know down below some other dupes you guys have out there so I can go ahead and check them out. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.